Silent Hill Revelation 3D is a 2012 horror movie directed by Michael J. Bassett. This is based on the famous video game franchise of Silent Hill, and I have seen the first movie and I find it actually pretty good, one of the better video game movies ever made in my opinion. And then we got in 2012 this movie. When the first trailers came out, I was like, yeah, this looks kinda interesting, kinda creepy, gory, and I wanted to see it in the theaters. The movie was not shown in the theaters near my home, so I did not see that. Up until now, 4 years later. This movie. Silent Hill Revelation 3D is a horrible sequel, it's a horrible video game movie, it's a horrible horror movie, and it's a horrible movie in general. Why? Because the first movie was basically an adaptation, very loose adaptation, of the first Silent Hill video game, and it actually had an interesting and compelling story and characters that you actually cared about. This movie is more based on Silent Hill 3. Who do you have in Silent Hill 3? Well, you have Heather Mason. How was the character called in the first movie? Da Silva? And she was not named Heather? Well, now they changed her name because her and their father, played by Sean Bean, have moved a lot. So now they are changing names constantly. And at the beginning of the movie, he conveniently buys her the outfit that she wears in the video game. In case you didn't know that, this movie is mostly based around Silent Hill 3. And she wears the same clothes. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? That's fan service. Is it fan service? I don't feel like I'm being served in any way, but still. The casting. We still get Sean Bean from the first movie. He did nothing in the first movie, he does even less things in this movie. His accent comes and goes.
Don't listen, do you hear? I want you to promise me that whatever happens, you'll never go there.
There's the one I saw you looking at in the mall.
You leave her alone!
It's kinda shitty, but he's probably one of the better actors in the movie. The girl who plays Heather Mason. She's disposable, she isn't great at all, she isn't even all that bad, she's just there. You also have Carrie Ann Moss. Yeah, Trinity from Matrix. She's in literally 2 scenes, probably 5 minutes in the entire movie, 4 minutes? She's just wasted. And then we have Kit Harington, Jon Snow himself. And he has a horrible American accent. It's terrible, just listen to it, listen.
My whole life, all I've been taught, all that any of us are taught, is that Alessa is the great evil of the world. She trapped us, she brings the darkness, and you a part of that evil.
We are supposed to take this seriously. It's not. It sounds like he's almost dubbed in the movie, it's like it isn't even his real voice in Game of Thrones. But still, I digress. What else do I really dislike about this movie? Well, the plot. There is almost no plot at all. The father of Heather gets kidnapped by the mysterious cult of Silent Hill, and she goes there with Kit Harington to save him. And she just stumbles upon places, conveniently. And I'm usually someone that doesn't really dislike these things in movies. I usually say, yeah, the movie has to go on. But literally stumbling and going to the exact places without finding anything that's stopping you, it's ridiculous. She's like, oh, I'm in a place where I found some important information and then I escape and I am exactly where I have to go next. Wow, how lucky am I? Too freaking lucky, too lucky. And the movie has scenes of gore just for the sake of it. There is literally a scene where she's starting to have hallucinations for some reason and she starts seeing people actually being cannibal. In real life they're eating cake, they're eating hamburgers, and in her vision they're actually eating human flesh. And she goes in a kitchen and there are literally chefs cutting off people and putting their meat to cook. Gore for the sake of gore. I hate that. I really hate that. I mean, Silent Hill is a video game about being subtle. Okay? It's not supposed to be something crazy, something gory. It's supposed to be a personal hell. Every story should be different from the other ones. And they just used the 2 main stories of the game, the ones about the cult of Silent Hill and I don't like that. And I also don't really like Silent Hill in this movie. The first one, it was kinda decent as a location. I mean, in this one, the CGI looks horrible. Horrible. The monster design is pretty bad, mostly CGI. There is another nice scene with the nurses that are actually played by real models or athletic people. I admire that. They are actually pretty cool in the movie as well as they were in the first one. But other than that, most of the monsters don't do jack shit. And the movie is way too serious. I think I laughed out loud twice during the entire movie. No, 3 times actually, 3 times. And spoiler alert, I don't care, you don't care. Don't see this movie, please. The first time is near the beginning of the movie, around the 15-20 minute mark, when a guy gets his fingers chopped off, and it looks so bad, it's a 3D effect, so it's like, oh, they're chopped off, and they go on the screen. That was laughable, really laughable. Then we have an amazing scene, easily the best scene in the entire movie, with Malcolm freaking McDowell. I mean, when he appeared on screen, he was having so much fun, that I was like, wow, he should have been the main character of this movie. I don't care about any of the other people. They're always, oh, I'm a angsty teenager, oh, everything is going to shit, oh, all these scary things are happening. He's just chewing the scenery, the little scenery that is on the scene at least. And it was amazing, it really was amazing. It was the best part of the movie.
Hello, child. Please, come closer so I can touch you. My own daughter says I'm corrupted by the darkness. She says that I'm a monster. She's far worse than I am.
And then, the ending. Pyramid Head is not supposed to be just a guy in the Silent Hill universe. He appeared in Silent Hill 2 because it was important for that story. But ever since he became the mascot, let's say, the icon of the franchise, he's in almost every single game from the 5th one onward. Why? I don't know, who cares? He was also in the first movie, was pretty disposable there. Here he feels out of place, he does nothing except in the end fight for the good guys. For some reason. Because the little girl, who is Heather, has been destroyed, so now Heather has the power to control the monsters because Silent Hill was controlled by Alessa, the girl. So she makes Pyramid Head fight with Carrie-Anne Moss, who also was apparently the same monster who cut off the fingers of that guy at the beginning. Or wasn't she? I mean, it's stuff like that that makes me say, fuck you, movie. And you know what I just found incredibly stupid in the movie? The ending. Not just the ending in general, but the last scene of the movie. Kit Harington and Heather Mason get in the same truck of the main character of Silent Hill Origins, and meanwhile, while they go away, a cop car comes into the scene, and then a prison bus appears, going to Silent Hill. And this movie came out in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. That's the same year that Silent Hill Downpour was released. And that one starts out with a prison van that gets into an accident right near Silent Hill. They really wanted to make a Silent Hill 3 movie, very focused around the guys of Downpour. That's funny. That's funny. I usually have a pretty good scale for my reviews because I'm not one of those that's only about the 1 star out of 5, 5 stars out of 5, 9 out of 10. No, I'm more about every single aspect of the movie. Yeah, it's not all that good here, it's actually pretty terrible. Pretty damn terrible. But I can't deny that I kinda enjoyed it. for these just 3 scenes that made me laugh, they pumped up the enjoyment scale on this movie. But if I had to say stars, it's 1 star. It's poorly made, it's bad, it's not interesting, it's not great for fans of the franchise. I mean, they have the freaking rabbit. Why? Because it was in Silent Hill 3, the game? So you have to show the rabbit at least 3 times in the entire movie. It doesn't do anything. Nothing. But he's there, he's the rabbit, everyone loves the rabbit. Right after Pyramid Head, one thinks of Silent Hill, he thinks, oh well, Pyramid Head and this freaking rabbit. Fuck this movie. I mean... Now it's your turn, guys. Tell me in the comments below, do you like the Silent Hill video game franchise, and have you seen the 2 movies? And do you agree with me, do you like this movie or do you dislike it? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.